Welcome to another episode of Chopstick Travel. I'm Luke Martin, and today we are in India. In this episode, we are going to be exploring the city of Varanasi, one of the oldest inhabited cities in the world and the holiest city here in India. On the previous episode, we also explored the city, but there's a couple of things we didn't get to try that we really want to try here. So there's so much good food hiding in the tiny alleyways of Varanasi, all pure veg. So for all you vegetarians out there, this is a city full of delicious food. Today we're going to be exploring, definitely doing a lot of eating. We are just down here at the ghats. It is beautiful here. Excited for another day here in Varanasi, so let's go. So this is our first stop behind me here. It's called the Lakshmi Chai Wala. Over 50 years old, right?
Yeah.
Over 50 years old. They're making fresh chai right on top of charcoal. And then they also served a couple different types of toast. Toast with cream, toast with butter. We're gonna try a couple different ones of those and definitely get ourselves a cup of chai to start the day. I have my cup of chai now. I love how they serve it in these clay cups, and it is just smoking hot, fresh off the charcoal. Let's give this a try. Oh yeah. Nice. No two cups of chai are the same. I have to say this is not the best cup of chai we've had on the trip. I do love the clay cup. You can almost taste the earthiness of the clay, but I will say that I think this is the best atmosphere at any chai wala that we've stopped at. I love just sitting on the side of this alleyway, just on this little burlap sack here, enjoying a nice cup of chai. So they're toasting all of the bread on charcoal. I think that's how it should be done every time, by hand on charcoal. I know it's gonna make it taste even better. And one cool thing about this place is they have their own little temple here. It's like a temple of chai. It's down this really quiet alleyway. It's kind of hidden away. I really like this spot so far. So we've got 3 different types of toast that they serve here. They're actually using bread that is quite cheap, like white processed bread, but the ingredients that they're topping them with are all homemade. So the first one, this one here, it just looks plain, but actually it's been cut open and stuffed full of white butter, homemade white butter, and then toasted a second time, so it's double toasted. Back here, this is just the white butter, regular white butter. It's served with a masala on the side with some salt, and then this one just looks insane. This is a mountain of Malai, or cream, clotted cream on top with tons of sugar. You can see all that sugar, and I gotta start with this one. This just looks so good. My mouth is watering. This looks incredible. Oh man. That is so good. Even though this is a cheap bread, it tastes really good because of the smokiness from the charcoal. And then that sweet sugar on top of the creamy Malai. That goes so well with the crispy bread. Man, that is so good. Gaurav was telling me that this is what a lot of Indians will eat when they're kids, just at home. Mom will make this as a quick before bed snack, and this is my style. This is so good. Let's try the stuffed one next. Wow. He must have put a lot of butter in there. Oh my God. That is like wet on the inside, crispy on the outside, but super salty from all that butter that was put inside. Really crispy. This is the topped with white butter kind, served with the salt masala. There's already a little bit on, but I'll put a little bit extra. Let's try. Wow. It doesn't look like much, but that mixture of spices with the salt is really strong actually. There's definitely some cumin in there. This is like the perfect way to start the day. Actually, I could sit here all day and keep eating these toasts. They're really good. And of course, washing everything down with some chai. Whew. So what kind was your favorite, Sabrina?
I have to say that my favorite kind was the one that had been cut
and then stuffed and double toasted. It's a nice mixture between sweet and salty, but this Malai toast is pretty incredible. It's very healthy, it's whole milk. It's a great way to start the day, and it gives you like a nice energy boost and fills up your stomach. When you're done with these, you just throw them in the bin.
Finish off with breakfast. We are about to jump in a rickshaw and head to the other side of town to an area where they are famous for making saris. So Varanasi saris are some of the most renowned saris in all of India. So let's try to catch a rickshaw and go over there now. To the next spot. So we just took the auto rickshaw out to an area called Lalapura, and there are supposedly some factories here. I think I can actually hear them making the sari, so we're gonna head into this building and check it out. Inside the sari factory, it is extremely loud in here. There's a lot of moving parts, and they're using these really old machines that have all kinds of different functions, but basically in the end they're just making the sari. There's so many different parts, intricate pieces. I don't really understand how it works exactly, but it's really cool to watch. That was super cool, really unique process, and this family has been in the sari making business for over 200 years. If one thread in that machine goes out of place, it completely shuts down, and there are thousands and thousands of threads running through it at all seconds. And they used to do it by hand. Recently they've converted in the last 20 years or so to using these machines, but 200-year-old family business of making saris here in Varanasi. Super cool to take a look inside. We are at our next spot, and this place is serving something very unique. It's called bottie. It's wheat flour, and it's formed into a ball. But what the interesting thing is how they are preparing it. So they're using cow dung as a substitute for charcoal, and they're putting the wheat flour balls, the bottie, directly in the charcoal. You can see right here behind me, he's just picking them out now. So nothing to keep it off of the cow dung. It's just literally completely covered in it. Of course, that cow dung is dried out and very, very hot right now. They also have a huge mountain of the cow dung, and it's just simmering away, getting all heated up before they'll put the bottie in with it. They're cooking a couple other things too. This place is really cool. It's a really traditional setting. We're gonna go inside and order up a thali with a couple different things and a bottie for sure. The way that they clean the ashes of that cow dung off the bottie isn't particularly thorough. He just slaps it with a burlap sack to get some of the ashes off, and then he puts it inside that burlap sack and kind of moves it around, shakes it around, gets all the rest of the ashes off. Well, probably not all of them, but supposedly the cow dung is what really gives this dish its flavor. We are sitting down in the restaurant. Really cool atmosphere. We're up on these elevated seats and you just sit kind of on the floor and you've got these little tables here. They've served us our thali. Gaurav is here to help me introduce what we have because there's a lot of things I don't recognize. You can see it's actually served right on this banana leaf that they've kind of threaded together. So the only thing I'm totally sure of here is the onions, and this is the bati, that wheat flour ball we saw them cooking outside. And what is the bati stuffed with?
So the bati is stuffed with a little mix of lentils and
lentils,
yeah,
okay.
and little masalas.
And he sprinkled some ghee on top too. So what is this here in the middle?
So this is called the fara.
Fara?
Yeah, fara is a kind of a thing that is made from the dal.
Okay, it's made from lentils.
Lentil, yeah.
Okay, and this is the chuka?
This is a chokha.
Chokha.
Chokha is made from eggplant.
Eggplant, okay, beautiful. We've also got a chili here. What's this, green chutney?
Yeah, that's a mint chutney.
Mint chutney,
Yeah.
and then over here?
Then we have a chutney again.
Another
that's
chutney,
a different kind
looks
of
like
chutney.
tomatoes and onions.
That has tomato and onion and coriander.
And then what are these little things here?
So these are the paneer poda.
Paneer, okay.
Paneer poda, kind of a fritter.
So it's sort of like, almost like a fried matzah. It's a little cheese ball that's been deep fried. And then what's this one here?
Then that's a dal ki pakodi.
Dal pakodi.
Dal ki pakodi,
Ki
lentil
pakodi.
fritters.
Lentil fritters, okay. Very cool. And then we've also got the dal that we saw them cooking outside. Beautiful looking. This is a rice
This is
pudding?
a rice pudding. It's called kheer.
Kheer.
Yeah.
Okay, so looks like there's some nuts in there as well.
That's a sweet.
A sweet, okay. And then a bowl of rice, and what's this?
That's a lassi. That's a buttermilk.
Oh, that's a
buttermilk.
Buttermilk, okay. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna grab a piece of the bati first, of course, and you can see the outside is scorched from that dung. Get some of that lentil mixture on the inside, and I'll put this over here and grab a little bit of the chokha, that eggplant, kind of mix that in with the bati, and let's try that. Yum, wow.
So the cow dung that they've used is the most oldest form of cooking that is still alive in India.
There is a lot of mustard oil in the chokha.
Yes.
It's strong. It almost feels like wasabi. The bati is kind of hard on the outside, but very soft on the inside, and you can just taste that smokiness
Yes.
from that cow dung. I can't believe I'm saying it, but the cow dung kind of tastes good. Let's try one more bite. Grab another piece of the bati, and then I'm gonna grab some of this dal here. Put a little bit on top, and then a little bit of this mint chutney. And then should kind of mix this up a little bit here. Tear that bati apart, kind of mash it up. All right. That dal is very simple, not too powerful, a little bit spicy. And then that green chutney, that mint chutney gives it a freshness. That chokha though is intense with all that mustard seed oil. I can still feel it in my nose, but I really like that chokha with the bati.
It's very pungent.
Yeah, it is very pungent, but very good.
Very good.
Let me try this fried paneer. Soft, creamy, and a little bit sour. So this is like a lentil fried fritter. It almost tastes like fried fish.
Really?
Kind of.
Wow.
I like it.
At least at last, think of something non-vegetarian in Varanasi.
Yeah. So this thing is shaped really interesting. It's like oval shaped, and then it's stuffed with the dal on the inside, but then the outside is really hard feeling. I don't know what this is gonna taste like. It's almost got the texture of a fried plantain or fried bananas, but the taste is just like dal, spicy, masala. There's not much to it. So this one's called kheer?
Kheer, yeah.
And it's a rice pudding?
Rice pudding.
Okay, cool. So let's end it with a little dessert. Oh yeah, just packed with sweetness.
Yes.
All the Indian sweets have this really unique, very strong sweetness, and I don't know if it's saffron or it's just this milk solids or something.
So they have milk, rice, sugar, A little bit of cardamom.
A little bit of cardamom.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because there's definitely a little bit of a spice
some
going on
nuts.
there. All right, that was really good. All pure vegetarian, but lots of different flavors. It's definitely not a plain meal. Very healthy feeling. It's been nice to be here in Varanasi and eat all this really healthy, nutritious tasting food. We blew the rickshaw driver's tire, so we're gonna have to get in another rickshaw.
Wow, I don't know how he's gonna fix that. That's flat.
So we've come to a chaat stall. Chats are these Indian snacks, usually fried, almost like a tapa, a really small dish that they serve you. All kinds of different flavors, all different types of chats. If you watched our last episode from Varanasi, you'll know that we went to the Kashi Chaat Bhandar. This one's called Dina Chaat Bhandar. They're kind of rivals. They have similar menus, and some of the things we tried yesterday, they serve here, but we're gonna be trying some other ones, specifically the aloo tikki, the potato chat. So let's get one of those first. The aloo tikki is a boiled potato masala mixture that is fried on the skillet. It's then topped with mutter, which is peas, and then curd, a little bit of cumin, red chutney, green chutney, and then a little salad of radish and some fresh coriander. And here we have it served in the leaf bowl once again. And you can see that potato underneath here and all of those beautiful chutneys and some of those peas. Let's get a big bite for my first try. My favorite part is the red chutney. It's a tamarind-based chutney, so it's got a sourness. The curd is sweet. They've definitely added sugar to it. Not my favorite, to be honest, but not bad. Next up is the samosa chat. It's basically the exact same thing with all the same toppings, but the difference is it's a samosa that has been packed full of a masala mixture, potato masala mixture. So you can see that samosa underneath there. Let me give this one a try. Not my favorite. It's just a little bit too much of the same thing. It's quite packed with flavor, but the texture kind of all mashes together. It kind of just tastes like almost like a very thick stew with all these sauces on top. It's okay though. I definitely think the Kashi Chaat Bhandar that we tried in the last episode was a little bit better than this one, particularly the tomato chat that we tried there. Both of these okay, but they're kind of just empty filling calories. Not much to it, just potato really. It's starting to get a little bit later now and we are heading down towards the ghats because every single night they have a ceremony down there called the Arti, and it's definitely something you need to see when you come to Varanasi.
So sometimes when you travel to a country like India, maybe your stomach can't handle all of the things that you're eating all the time, and that's just the truth of it. But I'm trying this soda water mixed with masala spices, a little bit of lemon juice. It's almost peppery, it's really salty, and this is supposed to make my stomach feel better. So I'm trying to drink all of it, but it's a little difficult. Yeah, it's awful.
We are down at the ghats. The Arti ceremony is just starting to prepare. They are going to be starting at about 6 p.m. And this ceremony or ritual happens every night, as I mentioned, and it's a worshipping to the river Ganges. So we're right on the banks of the river. The worshipping ceremony happens right here. You can see, you can hear the music starting to build up. A lot of people on the boats watching the ceremony from the water. We're gonna watch it from the shore. I know there's gonna be fire. I know there's gonna be singing. Other than that, I'm not really sure what to expect, but let's go check it out. That was really cool. A lot of chanting, fire, incense. Really cool place for photography. Varanasi has been a trip of a lifetime. It definitely changed our lives coming here. It's a harsh place for sure, and I just want to ask all the viewers that if you do come here, just try to give back a little bit. Just some money. You can get some clothes, some school supplies, candy, anything like that. There are a lot of people in need here in Varanasi and across India. So just think of that the next time you plan to come. We're gonna end our day, our series, our trip to India with one more little special treat.
स्पेशल उसमें क्या फर्क है? स्पेशल मसाला मीठा बनेगा, नॉर्मल में कुछ थोड़ा चबाना पड़ेगा। वो कलकत्ता है।
So we have the infamous pan, which is kind of like a breath freshener. Is that right?
Yes, it's a mouth freshener.
A mouth freshener. First off, I want to say a massive thank you to Gaurav, my buddy here. He helped us so much. You can check out his YouTube channel, and if you guys are ever coming to India, you want to get shown around, get in contact with Gaurav. We'll put everything down in the description box. Thank you so much,
Thank you so much for coming. It was a real pleasure to have you guys here in India and show you around. I really loved every moment that I had spent with you.
Yeah, so did I, man. So we have the pond, and I'm going to try to remember all of the things that are inside. This is one of the craziest foods or inventions I've ever seen. So first off, he put some sap down, a type of sap from a specific tree. After that was kind of like a mineral calcium paste that he spread on top of that. Then he put tons of spices, fennel, all kinds of different spices, cardamom, everything. And then some sprinkles, and then he put a pure saffron chutney, a pure mint chutney. Did I forget anything?
And some cherry.
Oh, and a cherry on top.
Yeah, and lots of love.
And lots of love. So you don't actually swallow this though, do you?
No, so you just chew into this. And when we are in Benares, it's called Makai pan. So the leaf that they have made this in, it's very, very soft. So the moment you put this in your mouth, it like melts it down.
Right.
The other leaf, you have to chew a lot.
Oh, okay, so this one's really soft.
Yeah, that's
so this is a beetle leaf though, right?
Yeah, that's a beetle.
So this is a beetle leaf from the beetle nut tree. There's also a beetle nut inside of this too.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Oh my god, it's a hard thing. Do you feel it?
That's a nut, yeah. Keep doing it, no, do it.
Wow. That was a big bite, man. It completely coats your mouth. You can swallow a little bit of it. It's very minty, very refreshing. Oh my god. That is just packed with flavor, man.
I think that is the best refreshment that you can have after your meal. And if you want to try something which is light, something that can just give you a burst of flavors after a heavy meal, you can have this. And it acts like a digestive also.
Right, yeah, it helps you digest all that spicy Indian food. Holy crap, that thing is crazy. So Sabrina's super excited to try the pan, right?
Yeah, so excited.
Last night in India, you gotta do it.
Bottoms up.
Whoa.
Are really strong. How much is in my teeth?
So how was it?
It definitely does the trick of freshening your breath. It's like an explosion of mint, different spices, things that I've never tasted before really, but very fresh overall. Quite enjoyable.
Whew, that leaves an incredible aftertaste in your mouth. I love it. That's it for the episode. That's it for the series. That's it for the trip to India. Again, thank you to Gaurav. Check him out. It was an incredible trip, man. Sabrina, thank you so much. And thank you guys for watching. So subscribe, hit the bell icon, you're notified. See you in the next episode.
Bye.